What's up? This is Michael at SANDMARC, and I just shot a cinematic video using the iPhone 15 Pro, but it wasn't just the 15 Pro. I used the SANDMARC Anamorphic Lens. And what I love about the Anamorphic Lens for the iPhone is that it really opens up your field of view to make it a lot wider. You can see a lot more on a horizontal plane. In this video, I'm just going to be showing you my process in using the iPhone 15 Pro with the Blackmagic Camera App and the SANDMARC Anamorphic Lens. So I'll be showing you how I'm rigging up my iPhone, and I'm about to get some test footage, so let's do this. So first and most importantly, we got the SandMark Case, and this is going to be the mount that I'm going to put the Anamorphic Lens on. So first I'm going to just slide the phone in here. So now I got the Anamorphic Lens here. This is the 1.55 squeeze, this is the SandMark Anamorphic. And it goes straight into the case like so. You got to make sure that your lens is lined up, and that way you have a flat image that's not distorted or anything. Now the tricky thing with using anamorphic lenses on the iPhone, as well as for any cameras, that you're going to get a lot of image wobble if you start introducing any shake at all to your camera. And I was noticing this filming with the anamorphic on the iPhone. And a good way of combating the shake is, well, first of all, I used the SANDMARC Film Rig, and this allowed me to also attach, obviously, the external drive, which is super useful, but it's also allowing me to eliminate as much shake from the image as possible. Now this works especially if you're standing still or if you're just doing simple pan movements, but for walking and any other type of movements, I highly suggest you use an iPhone gimbal. And I use the Insta360 Flow. I've had the highest amount of success with this gimbal. It allows you to get a wide variety of movement without having all of that anamorphic wobble or any shake to it. So it's really nice. The anamorphic lens really works best when you're outdoors and you're wanting to get as much information as you can horizontally. Definitely does not work as well if you're in a small room or more confined environments. I want to talk about the new Blackmagic Camera App that just came out, which is pretty incredible. They tap into Apple's log profile so that you can get that, you can get the ProRes, you can control what type of ProRes you get, and you can record all of this externally. Now, what's interesting with the Blackmagic Camera App is that you don't need to shoot in ProRes, and I know ProRes, it sounds exciting. The 15 Pro can now record ProRes, but when you really get down to it, you're going to be using at least 200 gigabytes of storage just for a regular day shoot, and so that's really not doable for everyone. I mean, sure, you can record externally and all that, but at the same time, you do have to store that somewhere, you do have to back it up somewhere, so that can really come out to be a lot of storage. So I was using ProRes 422, which massive file size. You definitely don't need to be using the ProRes 444 444s. ProRes 422, which was the codec I was using, is a lot less than the 44s. There's gotta be a better name for that. If you wanna shoot in ProRes, maybe just go down to the ProRes 422 LT, which is a more compressed version of 422. You save 30% space, so that could be worth it, and you're still shooting in ProRes. So what's really cool about the iPhone 15 Pro version is that it makes it super easy to record externally. I thought this was going to be this whole process. If you're using the Blackmagic Camera App, all you do is you go to Settings, you go to Media, and you go to the section under Media that says Save Clips To, and by default it's set to an in-app only, and that's going to be found under a folder in Files. But we're going to want to switch that to, if you have any SSD, even an SD card that you can plug externally to your iPhone, it's going to show up in your file system. And what you do is you go to your Files, Save to Files, go all the way back to your main directory, and then it will have your drive listed in your files. And you just select that, and it will automatically show that you're recording to that external drive. It shows your storage on that external drive and how many minutes you have left of record time. So DaVinci Resolve released their newest update, 18.6, and this includes Apple Log already as an option for color space transform. What you can do is you can use the color space transform, or you can use the ACES transform node. And basically what you can do is put the node onto your footage. You select the input gamut to be Apple Log, and then the output to be Rec 709. So I'll be releasing more short form content and just advice on how to make use of the iPhone 15 settings with video recording in conjunction with the Blackmagic Camera App. And if you haven't seen the full cinematic 4K video with the anamorphic lens that I've been talking about here, the link is in the description. Anyway, that's it for now. This was Michael at Sandmark. Until next time.